What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the All the Time Show. We are your hosts. I am Shane. That is Logan. That is Tony. We have a jam-packed episode today for you guys. It is a crazy time in the world right now. A lot going on. If you don't know, probably living under a rock or you don't have social media. We have the Diddy. Did he do it? Didn't he do it? Looking like he did it. The Diddler. We got the Ohtani scandal. We got some new NFL rule changes coming out of the NFL league meetings. Little March Madness recap, look ahead. And we're going to do a debut of all the time power rankings at the end. So stay till the end if you want to see what our top 5 cereals are, is what we're going to do power rankings on today. Like and subscribe, comment down below, do whatever you got to do to help us grow. This Diddy stuff, boys, is crazy. This is one of the most bizarre things that I've seen in any sort of industry. This guy, if you guys didn't know, which I think you're both pretty up to date on here, they raided both of his houses, LA and Miami. This is where it started. Raided both of his houses. He wasn't in them. Kids arrested. Kids in handcuffs in the backyard. Private jet leaves from Miami Airport, goes to Antigua. No extradition laws. Diddy's not on the plane. FBI, Homeland Security made the plane land. Diddy still wasn't on the plane, but he must have been on the manifest. All the lawsuits coming out. Is Jay-Z involved? I hope not. I hope not. I hate to see that. Not a Jay-Z. But it's all allegedly too, by the way. This is what the internet is saying. This is what the internet is saying. We are not saying this. If we die, we did not commit suicide.
What are some things that they're allegedly saying that Diddy has done?
Sex trafficking, assault, solicitation, distribution of illegal narcotics, firearms. There's a lot of things. Quid pro quo or whatever that is. There's a lot of things here. You know, we're gonna try to jam it all in this episode. No Diddy. That's what the kids are saying these days. No Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Diddler.
Used for pause. Yeah, and you know his drug mule, former Syracuse basketball player, Brendan, arrested. So
I think all rappers probably have drug mule though, right? That's a weird thing to throw in there. Don't all powerful people like that probably have a drug mule?
Maybe, but
multiple
I think
mules.
this guy's unique. Brendan Paul, 25 years old. How does a 25-year-old become Diddy's mule?
Oh, he's only 25?
Are they overusing the word? Yeah, and are they overusing the word mule? I mean, who knows? What, is this guy really a little kingpin?
Why couldn't they just say drug
probably.
connection? You know,
they said mule. Young Miami, or I believe it is. They said.
Who's Diddy's girl, right? That's Diddy's woman right now.
Yeah, has been named in the court docs as smuggling him pink cocaine from down south of Virginia as well.
Pink
Prince
cocaine.
Harry. Yeah, Prince Harry also named on the court docs.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a lot going on here, boys.
It's just all so bizarre because, like, it is all allegedly, but then there's court documents talking about what, Lil Rod or something is the what's the opposite of defendant? Not the defendant, the other one, the plaintiff or something?
yes.
Yeah. So Lil Rod
business law too. I have no clue.
With a lot of things, but there's been people been saying things about Diddy for years. It's just finally something's been done about it. I don't know if you guys have seen all the videos of different rappers and stuff talking about Diddy likes to party and Diddy calling him late night. I don't know if you guys saw 50 Cent. They were at he called him, or they were at somewhere, and he told him he looks good, and he said, I'll take you shopping. 50 Cent said, what?
Whoa.
Wants to take him shopping. And I watched one earlier. It was
he was on the Breakfast Club, yeah, and they asked him about it.
Yeah,
they asked Diddy about it too then, and he goes, I just want to get him clothes.
Yeah, well, somebody else there, I can't remember who it was, said he was in bed with his wife. And the phone rang at like 2 a.m. and he was like, and his wife was like, who's calling you this late? Like, you better answer it. He said, and he started talking like this, and he said, I answered the phone and said, hey man, it's Sean. He goes, who? I said, it's Puff. And the guy goes, and the person interviewing him, because he's talking low like that, he goes, he was talking low. He's like, oh, what's going on, Puff? What's going on, man? He's like, we're over here at
take that.
Yeah, he's like, we're not the Four Seasons, but I'll use it. He's like, we're over here at the Four. I'm over here at the Four Seasons. He's like, he goes, we're just chilling. He goes, who's all there? He goes, just me. He's like, what the fuck? And he said, I hung up. He goes, Diddy likes to party. Cat Williams said it too. He said, you got to tell him no. You got to tell Diddy no. He likes to party.
The Diddler likes to party.
And now with all this out, you got to wonder, did Freak Mill really get down with him or not?
Freak Mill, it's crazy. Freak Millie.
Oh, it's crazy. This is who knows? They're talking about the parties, and Lil Rod said that there's hidden cameras in every single one of Diddy's houses, every single one. So all these high profile politicians and Royal Harry and celebrities are all on camera in these places. I don't know if you guys saw
this is not even unfolding yet. There's a lot to unwrap with this.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw like the aftermath too. The aftermath of like the house where you could see they ripped the hard drives out, all the wires are hanging from the wall. This is what I know. Allegedly, they don't come for you like that. They don't come for you like that unless they have you. They don't raid was it only 2 homes, or did they do New York too? Did they do LA, Miami, and New York?
I think it was all 3.
Yeah. They don't come for you like that. They're not getting Homeland Security involved. They don't do all that unless
Homeland Security ain't raiding your house unless Yeah,
they're not going on a. But his lawyer said this is a witch hunt, a gross overuse of military force, and it wasn't needed, and it's a witch hunt. So
more
will be revealed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where is he though? Where is Diddy?
No, Diddy's talk. They said I saw something earlier that he has spoken to him. He hasn't been arrested. But I know that 9 hours ago, NBC News said that guns were found in his Miami home as well.
Why are they raiding his house if they're not trying to arrest him?
I don't really know.
That's why this is so fucking weird. Like, what is going on?
There's probably politics involved, real bad. Big names.
There's probably some big people names. Way up the scale that
big names. Or this is just they messed up. Sorry, you're clear to go.
Sorry, dude. We made a mistake. You're good to go. It was Jay-Z. Sorry. Sorry.
They look down
at you rappers. There's actually a guy in a puffy jacket. Sorry, we just assumed it was Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
But like, if he's talking to them, they have to know where he is if he's communicating with them, right?
Yeah,
and not trying to arrest him. Yeah. Then obviously all these, because they said he left his house with a bunch of like tapes and assets and like hidden stuff. Obviously, all those hidden security cameras are what he left with, and he's saying, "You guys either drop the charges, I come out of hiding, or I'm putting all these clips of Prince Harry and some sex traffic worker friggin' pegging Prince Harry and goddamn politicians getting pegged. There's threesomes going on with midgets, and it's some funky like American Horror Story sex scene type crazy shit."
Well, they all say, when you get up there, right? It's like there's like 50 million is like a magic number, right? They'll tell you, what is that when the satanic shit where they all pray in front of the owl? You guys have seen that? That what they do there is they drug you, and you don't even know what happened. They drug you. This is the big thing. Just we'll get into this in a second, but the biggest thing with everyone is that Diddy drugs you and then rapes you basically, and this is a lot of male celebrities, and we'll get to that because that's actually what brought this all about. But what they say is that you get in front of this owl or whatever you do at your Satan worship ship, and
This is crazy.
they drug you, and they basically they go in on you, all of them. They rape you basically. You don't know what's going on, and they fuck you. And
go in on you.
Yeah, and what happens is the next day, they basically. They try to get you to sign this deal, like record label or something. They're like, no, I don't. That's terrible. That doesn't work out for me. And they're like, no, well, look at this. And they play the tape of you getting fucked. Well,
where did you see this?
Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Listen to me. Listen to me. It's
Allegedly.
all over.
Why can I believe this though?
This is what I'm telling you. So right, and then they play the tape, and you're like, what the fuck? You don't even remember it. And you're like, yeah, that's you. So you're either gonna sign this, or else we're going to show the world how you get down and stuff like that. And they say you don't want that going back to the hood. You know what I mean? You don't want everyone in the hood knowing what you were doing.
You could be like Meek Mill, just go on Twitter and say, "I love pussy.
What a circus.
I love that juicy wet pussy."
You guys know with Lil Rod what started this, right? So a month ago, I'll read it for you. A month ago, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. alleged in a 73-page legal filing with photographs and graphic detail. Among other non-sexual offenses, Combs drugged, threatened, then sexually harassed him while working on Combs' 2023 album, The Love album, Off the Grid. In a statement made to the Times, Combs' lawyer, Sean Hawley, stated that Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar. Okay? This guy produced photos, graphic detail of what everybody has been saying for years, that Combs, Sean, P. Diddy, the Diddler, gives you a little drugs, and the diddler starts fiddling. You don't fiddle with the diddle.
I kind of every day I think about Diddy too. I'm not even kidding you guys. Every day for the past 10 years.
On a daily basis?
Daily basis, and I'm kidding you not. I wish this wasn't the truth, but I heard about 10 years ago, I hear that Diddy air dries. He doesn't dry himself off with a towel, so every time I get out of the shower, I'm drying myself off, and I say to myself, I'm not Diddy. I have to be somewhere. I can't air dry,
It sounds like you want to get fiddled by the diddle.
Would I get a record? Would I get a record?
They give you 15 mil cash advance, yeah.
Am I still sober if he drugs me? Do I still keep my clean date?
No, if you go into it,
I think that's going to be the least of your worries, but you start dancing with the diddler, that's going to be the least of your worries. That's one of the things, though, that having a great name, like Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Just Diddy, having a great name is awesome when things are going good, positive. Like, everyone could say it, it's catchy, But when shit hits the fan, and you have a great name like that, get ready, because the memes are coming, the trademarks are coming, Urban Dictionary's coming, Diddy
I remember when
he
switched it from Puff Daddy to Diddy. It was weird. I'm like, what's wrong with Puff Daddy? What's he doing? I remember that.
50 said he's a fruit cup. 50 said he's a fruit cup.
He might be a little fruity.
50.
And
I believe
Pat
50
Williams
too.
just told us with Shannon Sharp. He said all lies will be exposed. All big dick deviants will be exposed in 2024. Puffy, all of them. At first, an only specific name he said. Big Cat knew. He said it was coming. I don't know, boys. Diddy likes to party.
Diddy loves to party.
Yeah.
It's going to get loud, too. Like Tony said, this is the beginning. When it all comes out, it's going to...
It's going to be crazy. This is a deep hole, I think. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
All bad things come to an end. All bad things come to the light.
What's done in the dark will always come to the light, boys.
Who knows?
Right,
who knows? Because the way society is, this might turn around and they put statues of him everywhere. The way society thinks, and
I think
never
he's
know.
ruined. Yeah. All right, let's pivot.
Is there any good news in baseball or something we can talk about?
We can.
What do we got?
No, we're
We
gonna
gotta go there.
let's stick away from the scandal. We got a baseball scandal, but let's pivot to some new beginnings, something fun. All right, we
Yes.
can't go back to back like that.
Back-to-back
Go away from scandals.
Good
Let's
pivot.
pivot to new beginnings with the new rule changes in the NFL coming out of annual league meetings this year. I would say the biggest, two big ones, most controversial one we'll start with, though, the banning of the hip drop tackle, which, as me, I never played football. Played at a pee-wee level. We won't get into all that right now. And Madden. So me never playing football, just watching the game and gathering other defensive players that have played. Logan played. You have a little more insight on this, but it seems like it's just a regular tackle and they're taken away, and I don't know what the defense is supposed to do anymore.
Exactly what it is. I think what it is when you do a hip tackle when you come down, I think they're worried about the offensive players running forwards, or you hip tackle them from behind, maybe they lay down in the back of your legs. I don't know, maybe tear an ACL, MCL, come backwards, Achilles. But it's exactly it. I mean, what is the defense supposed to do right now? The defense is, I mean, you might as well at this point put flags on them. There's like nothing they can do.
No.
I mean, we see clean, hard hits all the time. And even a perfect form tackle where you don't lead with the head, you don't target, you don't do anything, you just level them hard. They'll hit you with unnecessary roughness now because there was no need to hit you that hard. I mean, it is
and a fine.
It's insane. I mean, a fine. Yeah, it's just I don't know what these guys are supposed to do, and I think it's more than player safety, right? They're gonna disguise as that, but the NFL players don't want that. It seems like that people like scoring. You know what I mean? The Chiefs have really kind of changed that. I think football in the last few years, they score points. You know, obviously we had Miami had a 73-point game this year. Was it?
That was a good game. It's Broncos.
I mean, people like scoring. I think really what it is, and I could be wrong, but it's TV ratings. I think they're trying to find any way to make these as high-scoring games as possible, and people love it. As far as the football player defense, I mean, I don't know what these guys are supposed to do. You could have the best defense. You could have phenomenal players everywhere, and it's like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
You can't tackle quarterback up top and hit him in the head. You can't tackle quarterback below the knees. You can't lead with your head. Accidental contact head-to-head targeting, you're out of the game.
Yeah.
No horse collar, which is a great rule. It's been there. But, I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to do. I mean, you basically got to tackle someone's shoulder in the hips and wrap them. And don't throw them down too hard because you're going to get unnecessary roughness. I don't know what these guys are supposed to do. They want ratings. They want points.
Give them a Diddy and grab their balls, you know?
No Diddy.
Diddy.
In 2 years from now, no more Diddies.
It's really interesting because this is gonna impact a game this year. 100%. It's gonna come down fourth quarter. This is gonna be called. Team's gonna get the penalty. They're gonna kick a field goal and win. And it's like, maybe they have a plan with the refs, like if it's like super malicious, egregious hip drop tackle type thing, you know, maybe there's a little bearing there, but it's so objective. Like you're asking these refs who already have so much shit going on, mess up so many calls. Like they got a lot going on. Like they're gonna mess up.
Not
calls.
easy to be a ref.
Now they got to think like, all right, this guy's tackling him and watch the tackle, and did he hip drop or didn't he, or did he
hip drop?
Jeez,
yeah.
Can't avoid this guy.
What is it? Unweight himself. That was a big thing. Like they can't like unweight themselves and fall. Like
basically grab their hip, throw your feet up in the sky, and pull the whole way back. Yeah, it's tough, man.
That's
also,
really
tight
tough.
ends. Yeah, tight ends in fantasy this year are going to be nasty because tight ends are going to be, they're going to be
not getting hip tackled.
Impossible to bring down.
Yeah, they're not getting hip tackled by the corners anymore. I'll tell you that. Travis Kelce comeback season.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see when the season comes how this unfolds.
Who's the big tight end though? Sam Laporte.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, there's
Tough to be a defender these days, boys.
Yeah, for sure. And a defensive coordinator. What are we supposed to do out here?
Tough. Not a big fan of it.
But the
Not a
special
big
teams
fan.
coaches have something exciting to look forward to.
What's that?
New kicking. The new kickoff rules. And I briefly looked at it. I just saw that the ball lands in the landing zone. You have to return it. That's all I know. You want to take it from there because I really don't know much. If it goes past
I got a
yeah.
great graphic here via part of my Take Boys. Put up a great graphic because they're all pretty hard to kind of navigate. You know, like when you see it, because it looks so weird. You know, like it's gonna look very weird. So the ball's at the 35. If it goes out of the end zone, ball at the 40. If it doesn't reach the landing zone, which is the 0 to the 20, ball at the 20. If it hits the landing zone, rolls into the end zone, must be returned if received in the landing zone. And then the kicking team is lined up at the 40. The receiving team is lined up at 35. They got two guys in the landing zone, and nobody can move until the ball is
This is
touched
crazy.
or hits the ground. I think this is going to be awesome.
Yeah. It's a game changer if you think about it. Like a lot of teams can have really good special teams and really capitalize on this and give their mediocre offense a chance. Yeah, it's a game changer. A big deal.
It's a 1 year thing too. They're trying out for 1 year, see how it goes, and then they'll see if they want to rerun it next year or whatever. So
They
it's a
should do
1
that with
year
presidencies.
rule.
Just doing that with why are we doing that with just NFL?
Yeah, NFL needs to. They need to talk to the America. Move the trade deadline back week 8 to week 9. I don't know what that is because really no trades happen in the NFL like that. It's not like the NBA or the MLB. But I guess for a bad team, it gives you like one more week of hope. Like, oh, we might get somebody.
Yeah.
That word's big in the NFL. Hope.
We'll see how that plays out. I don't know if that does much. Some significant changes though with the defense and kickoff.
The trade deadline really isn't. Two Christmas Day games, Christmas Day doubleheader.
Mm.
So
Who's playing this year?
NFL is taking
These
Christmas
guys
over.
sacrifice enough. Now they got to go play on Christmas.
They couldn't let the NBA have it.
No. Entertainment society.
NFL is king. Was the NBA's day. Christmas Day was NBA basketball all day long, and now they messed up, man. They let it fall on a Sunday last year, and everyone was like, "Man, Christmas is awesome." With football.
I feel like Kobe Bryant played a lot on Christmas. Maybe I just remember when it was always cool.
Yeah,
Kobe
I
Bryant
remember
game.
the first time when Shaq left the Lakers to the Heat. The Christmas Day game was the Lakers Heat.
Oh,
I remember that. And they
06,
didn't.
05,
They didn't.
06.
They like just barely dabbed up before tip. Like I remember at my grandparents' house. I was young because I was still going to my grandparents.
Camp Balsavano?
Yeah, my grandparents' house. That's what we were all watching. Like, oh, are they gonna hug? Are they gonna say anything to each other before tip off? But yeah, it was always Kobe. Trace McGrady.
I love that Heat team.
Played a lot.
With Dwayne Wade was nasty. That was a nasty team.
Was that 06?
They won 06, but it might have been 05. It was like Shaq's first year there.
Fact check.
We're gonna fact check this real quick.
All right.
Big Diesel.
Yeah. Dwayne Wade didn't get enough credit, did he? I think he did.
He did that season. Top
75.
2005, 2006. Shaq's first year at the Heat.
Oh, they won the first year? Dang.
No, I didn't say one. I said that was his first year there. I didn't check.
I think 07 was Lakers or Celtics. This is back when I used to love NBA because I was landscaping and in June was playoffs. It was just nice to mow a yard.
Back when you were in your one-on-one mode, getting ready to beat Shane.
Back when I had two gray hairs, And I think it was
NFL is taking it over.
What was that? iPods?
Like iPod Nano.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
little music things
The
like
Nano, then the Shuffle. Ooh.
Yeah, the little tiny square.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. You guys remember the first iPod you got? It was like the sickest thing ever. Like I could
Oh,
listen to.
so
I could
cool.
just listen to music. Pick.
Yeah.
You don't have
the
to carry
songs
around
I
a
want to play.
Walkman. Yeah, you don't have to carry around a Walkman or MP3 player anymore. Oh.
Didn't
Yeah.
have to burn CDs anymore off fucking LimeWire and Napster and stuff. Which
Good
whoever
old
did that
days.
was breaking the law.
The good old days. But I was talking to my mom today. We're in the good old days right now too. We just don't
I
realize
got
it.
burnt CDs. Still.
Anything recorded in a room that the FBI can confiscate.
Yeah,
That's
a bunch
right
of
though,
them.
Tone. You're right,
That's what
man.
all
We're
these
in the
are.
good old days right
We're in
now.
the good old days.
And don't
It always
forget
is. I'm driving home from work and this traffic, it's jammed up. Talking to my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about 10 years from now, I'm gonna miss this. Right now, can't stand it. You know,
That's
it's
crazy.
just,
I saw.
it's just.
That's the truth, though. Yeah, all these are recorded in the room. I'll let you borrow whatever you want.
So
Send them to you.
answer me this,
Listen to
guys.
this
When are
quote.
the good old days? All the time.
All the time. That's crazy you said that though, Tony. Listen to this quote I saw yesterday, or I saw a couple days ago, made it the background on my phone. 20 years from now, you'd give anything to be this exact age, exactly this healthy, and back in this exact moment. Now, take a second to enjoy it now.
Ah, it felt good to hear that.
Yeah,
It's nice to be present.
very nice. Good old days right now. Yeah, we get back in the scandal world. Ohtani, another bizarre, biggest fucking sports star in the world, going down for betting, allegedly. But he's saying he never placed a bet, never did anything. His interpreter, what's the name of the interpreter? Mbappe or something? Try to say it.
Ooh.
Amipe?
You want me to try to say it?
Do you got it up in front of you?
Ipe Mizuhara.
Ipe.
Ipe Mizuhara.
Ipe, I guess, stole $4.5 million from Ohtani without Ohtani knowing. I mean, he had to be telling him it's going to something, right? Like, you're making that big of money transfers. Like, you got to get an alert on your phone or an email or something. Like, what are you guys saying? You like was telling him, oh yeah, it's going to real estate or like going to some like business venture or something.
Read a thing that since they've been so close for so long, that often for charitable work and endorsements and things like that, Ipe just handles that. So if that is the case, which is rare, yeah, I know they've been friends forever, but like me and you have been friends forever. You don't have access to my bank account or know the numbers. You know what I mean? And I trust you with my life. Maybe in this particular situation, for some reason, he does. Bless you, big dog. But I don't know. To me, so it doesn't add up. You know, I don't know if you've seen the clips or seen the things of like the bets that were placed on specific days of the game. Certain things needed to happen, and those things happened. And on top of that, the only way out of this is say he stole it because didn't it first come out that he said he gave him the money, right? The story's changed a few times, so that's also sketchy. But you know, the interpreter makes what, $300,000 a year, 200,000 a year, right? Nobody, no bookie in the world is extending a $4.5 million credit line to somebody that makes $200,000 a year. That's the equivalent of me getting between $2 and $2.5 million from the bank on a credit line off my salary, and they are not giving me that for no reason, for not even remotely close to that amount of money. It screams
so much dishonesty out there.
Yeah, it screams cover up is Covenant though. The way that the story's changed, and you know, I would expect this to be everywhere. And yes, you can find it there. They're talking about it, but not as big as you would think with the world's biggest baseball superstar. It seems like the MLB doesn't want to lose Ohtani, and they're going to find a way to cover this up. They really don't have any other options. Cover it up, or acknowledge it. Let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Shout out
Yeah,
to
that's
Pete.
where my head's at. Shout out Pete Rose for sure.
Let him in. Shane, what'd you say about Pete Rose? What'd you tell me?
He was in a sports book, one of his friends, and the friend had like a video camera, and he goes, "Hey guys, just sitting here with my buddy Pete, just looking at all the ongoings right now in the MLB, and I think Pete has something to say." And then he like turned the camera to Pete, and Pete Rose says, in his Cincinnati Reds hat, too, by the way, in a sports book, says, "If I had an interpreter, I would have been scot-free."
Mm-hmm.
His fall guy. Because like you said, it's like his best friend. This guy, like, think about going, especially like from us to Japan. Like if we went to Japan, like everyone is speaking Japanese. Like it's not like people are speaking American there. And like not knowing anything that's going on. What's it called?
English.
English, yeah, whatever. Whatever. And like Ohtani's trusting this guy with his life, pretty much. Like he's not speaking any freaking English. This guy's supposed to be his best friend, his guide, everything. Like, and it's like I don't know if you're that close to someone and don't know that they $4.5 million, a big gambling debt. But no one's talking about this. This guy's the worst gambler of all time.
He's terrible, but we don't know with that kind of money. Well, that kind of money, that could be 2 bets for him. Who knows?
But if you're that close to somebody, I don't think you don't know that they have this gambling problem going on. You know? Like,
just get honest.
I don't know, man.
Get it honest. Never bad comes from it.
Can't though.
You can get honest. What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? He's gonna not be in the MLB
price
anymore.
Well, there's Japanese leagues that'll gladly take him.
Anybody who take him is one of the best baseball players to ever live.
Mm-hmm. Life goes on.
We got to talk about something else too. I'm not saying he speaks it fluently, but Shohei Ohtani can speak some English. Let's not act like this guy doesn't.
He can speak English like I can speak Spanish.
Like he knows. He's got some more. He's got a little more.
No,
yeah,
he knows like baseball English, and like he knows how to say, "Hey, how you doing? Ball, strike, out. Okay, 2 down, 1 down, 3 outs." Like from me working in a restaurant with Spanish people, I know that kind of Spanish.
This is what
I think that's the kind of English that he knows. He's never. Have you ever seen him speak English? What if he just started speaking fluid English in that press conference, and just started like saying like,
"Yeah, so
them goddamn Braves couldn't cover the fucking spread, and look at us now."
So that's what I'm saying. You know what I think he could say? I think he fucking tells EP, "You better lock in and hit this fucking bet if I'm giving you $4.5 million." And he didn't, and now he's like, "Oh, he stole it from me. He stole it from me," is what he's saying in Japanese language.
I wonder what he was betting on.
I think EP said it was a lot. He was betting on himself. He's betting on, the bets were on their games. A lot of
this is bad. This is bad.
This is really. Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I was asking you guys in the beginning. If you've seen some of the things, like I think they were playing maybe the Rockies something. I saw a video on it earlier. Like they had to have the over, but the Rockies were like -3 or something, and he pitched really well in the beginning, but he also gave up 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 hits, and in the game they were covering by 3. They were up by 3. I think they were up by 4. And then Ohtani went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts after that because they couldn't get it closer than 3. That's the video I saw earlier of one of the games.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was betting on baseball. When you just said baseball,
I didn't either.
Holy shit, he's betting on the same sport, but he's betting on
huge red flag
on the Angels last year.
Yes, so much dishonesty.
Well, let me tell you what I saw.
Making my head spin.
Wild. It takes away like all the integrity of the game too. Like that's all that these NFL, NBA, MLB, any of them have. Like if you interrupt that integrity of the game, people are going to stop watching. People are going to stop gambling. Like that's the number one thing that can't happen that they have to protect.
I'll have to bring this up. Probably bring it up next week. I'll save the videos. But yeah, he's saying Ohtani said he never sport bet interpreter stole money amid illegal gambling allegations. Wow. I am very saddened and shocked someone whom I trusted has done this, the Japanese superstar said while sitting next to Will Ayrton, the team's manager and performance of operations. Ipe has been stealing money from my account and has been telling lies. Ohtani said, I never bet on sports or have willfully sent money to the bookmaker. He did speak for 12 minutes. I never bet on baseball or any other sport or never have asked somebody to do it on my behalf. Now, alleged, I did see earlier that the bookmaker said Ohtani is his client. Don't know if it's a trusted source. Saw it. We'll see.
Woo.
More will be revealed in both the cases. In both the scandals, the Diddler and Ohtani, the Diddler and the Fiddler, fiddling with the bats, diddling with the...
That's headline news tomorrow.
Yeah.
New York Times, the Diddler and the Fiddler. Dishonesty invades America.
Ooh. Wow, invades America. Whoa.
Ooh.
It's been here.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and then under
that,
that,
the bookie.
And here's in 1776.
With the bookie saying that, I'm sure that interpreter said that it was Ohtani. Otherwise, like, why would he back this guy? You know, that's probably where he got $4.5 million of credit. Like, Ohtani's my guy.
Bookie wants his money.
The bookie just needs to come out and say, like, you know, Ohtani placed this bet with me in person, or he didn't. But this is just this is going to get very loud too. Like I'm obviously they're probably going into banks and stuff, like camera footage from the banks. You know, just people talking like he was there. Like he can't be around it at all, or he's guilty. And baseball's going to have to kick him out. Arguably the best baseball player to ever play baseball is going to be gone.
I'm ashamed because I didn't know that this guy's this legendary to be speaking of. How long's he been in the league?
He's amazing. He's so good. It's insane. He's a two-way player, Tone.
Yeah, he's
is
best
he like
pitcher
that Seattle Mariners player times 5? That guy was nasty too.
Who are you talking about? Ichiro Suzuki?
Ken Griffey?
Yeah, Suzuki.
He's talking about Ichiro Suzuki.
This guy is a pitcher. He's a pitcher and
he can hit the ball.
If he's not the best, he's one of the best pitchers in the league.
He's a DH.
And he's a pitcher.
And he's got a nice head of hair.
He cranks home runs. He can also play the field. He can do it. He steals bases at an incredible rate. He's phenomenal. He's megastar. He is the best player.
He's the best baseball player ever lived.
Yeah, he's the best. And with that, sidebar, it doesn't matter because it doesn't have to do with baseball. He's the worst gambler to ever live as well. He's terrible.
Horrible. I wish we could just have his picks. Just get Amape's picks and just fade them.
I would never tail the Fiddler.
No, just have him and just tail him. Be so rich. Yeah. Or just fade him, I mean. Be so rich.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't tail the Fiddler. I'd fade him, yep.
Yeah.
This guy's nasty.
Are you watching Ohtani highlights?
I'm just reading his Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He might. He's probably up there with one of the biggest sports superstars there is too. That's why this is crazy.
You guys, if he got honest about it, would you guys forgive him? I'd forgive him.
I already forgive him. I'm not mad.
Just get honest about it. Get honest about it.
I don't even care if he's not. He likes to gamble. Me too. What am I going to say? Oh, you're not allowed to gamble? I gamble.
I bet a few games. I bet a few games. I won't do it again. Give me a 60-game suspension. I'll do it.
I can't forgive someone I was never mad at. I love him. Good for him. I wish he would have won. Obviously, whatever he was doing didn't change the outcome. They're down money. They ain't up. We're not talking about him because he's up $4.5 million.
I know.
He's down. So whatever he's trying to do, he didn't do.
$4.5 million to charity. 30-game suspension. Maybe do a
No,
circuit
he should.
to schools about honesty and
He
gambling.
just signed for so much money. He should have to give way more than four and a
He
half
just
million.
signed like 10 years, 700 million or something.
700 million.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
It's the biggest sports contract ever besides soccer players.
Man,
I don't agree. I think fucking just wait, dude. You're a professional athlete. You can't bet. Like wait until you retire and you can be the best gambler of all time. Definitely can't bet on your sport. Definitely can't bet on your own
your
games.
games.
Yeah, that part. His own games is crazy. If he's betting over on
Own sport is crazy.
I don't even think so. If he's over in LA playing, who cares if he bets on Yanks versus Sox? What does that matter? To me, that doesn't matter. I can't be in a glass house throwing stones. You know what I mean? That's like me sitting here going, "Oh, Ohtani shouldn't vape. You're not allowed to vape. Kick him out."
Well, you're not saying that. That's not happening. If
That's
that
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
case, you would say that. But
that's what I'm saying, though. I
heavy.
gamble. I bet. I love sports betting. I don't blame the guy. He's a guy. He's a guy's guy. I love him. He's a bro. He bets.
too, but you can't
Integrity.
You can't interrupt the integrity of the game.
That's why I think if he's betting on his own games, his own performance is one thing. I don't care if he's betting on the Rockies and the Blue Jays. What's that? That doesn't have anything to do with him. We're just,
I also think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame too. Like,
I'm glad you mentioned that because
give Reggie Bush his fucking Heisman back too. While we're at it,
give it back. Give it back. Pete Rose is the man.
Pete Rose.
I watch one of the goats.
Videos on YouTube sometimes just to get spirit lifted. This guy was nasty.
Yeah, he was nasty. Awesome. Like, I don't agree with any of that, but
Pete's the people's champ. We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
People's champ. Yeah.
Pete Rose. What a name.
You got to talk a little March Madness, boys.
Yeah,
a little recap. I mean, we had like one big. Oakland was the big upset. Then round of 32, the favorites went 15-1. So there really wasn't any crazy chaos. Like I think NC State, 11 seed, is like the highest seed left. UConn dominant, gonna win the whole thing probably.
They're good. They are good. Can I just say something real quick before we switch subjects?
Yeah.
I just want to say, if you're a big Pete Rose fan, you think should be in, which I do too, you might as well go and say Tim Donaghy should be in the NBA.
He should
still be in the Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah. Put him in the ref Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But we're going to be mad at Ohtani.
I'm not mad at him.
That's all. We
can be disappointed. We can be disappointed. We don't even know
what's... I'm mad at him.
No.
We don't even know. This guy could just be the greatest person ever and just get $4.5 million stolen from him because he trusts his friends, and we're over here mad at him. We don't even know.
That's definitely a scenario.
More will be revealed. I forgot. She just told me that my posture is terrible during this. She watched it. First thing she noticed. 12 seconds.
I noticed your jawline, and then I noticed you're probably wearing Shane's clothes because you stolen your buddy's clothes, never his money.
Well, that's right.
Wow.
Is there amends need to be made here?
No, not to that diddler.
Did you watch any games, Tom? Did you catch anything?
No, I haven't since last one I watched was I think Oakland NC State, and the last game I watched that was basketball was actually highlights of the Bucks Lakers. That was crazy.
Are you gonna get into any Sweet 16, Elite 8 action or what this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. I'll have this weekend to relax and watch some games for sure. 100% will be on the TV. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a awesome Sweet 16. San Diego State, UConn. I think San Diego State might be the only team that might give UConn a tough go this weekend.
What are the experts saying?
They're physical. Whatever they're saying, we're doing the opposite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I came out up a unit and a half too on the whole weekend.
So you're saying that you think UConn's toughest game is right now?
No. It'll be when
they play San Diego State. They play right now.
Yeah, I think San Diego State has a good chance to beat them. But I think Illinois will be if Illinois gets past Iowa State. I think Illinois will be tough.
Bottom of my bracket right there is perfect. Duquesne to win, then to lose to Illinois. Oh no, I didn't. I had Drake beating Washington, but I won it. So, yeah.
Illinois is good. They got 3 guys that can tear you up at any point.
Yeah. What's the big prediction right now with Houston and Duke? I know you're not a Duke fan, but Houston's a little sketchy 1 seed.
Yeah, Texas A&M played them good.
Texas A&M dropped 95 points on them. They have no defense.
I went to overtime, but yeah, it's a lot of points to score on Houston. They have a very good defense.
195 in a college game? Ooh, should have taken the over there, huh?
Yeah. They have a very good defense. I don't know. I didn't watch that game. I fell asleep. Maybe.
Let's get some predictions here. I mean, give us UConn. Why don't you fill the bracket up for us? UConn, San Diego. Who's winning?
You writing this down?
I have it right here.
UConn, San Diego. You go first, Tone. You go, then I'll go.
Well, I really don't know, but you guys said UConn's the powerhouse.
That's why it's better.
You'll win. They'll win.
I'm going UConn.
I'm also going UConn. How about Illinois, Iowa State?
Iowa State.
Illinois.
Tough. My gut says Illinois, but I'm going to rock Iowa State too. A good defense, right?
Good. All around good, yeah.
All right. North Carolina, Alabama.
Carolina in a close one.
Carolina.
Tony?
Tyler Hansborough.
Yep. He's a dog this year.
I'm going to take Carolina. I don't think they get by the next one. Okay, Clemson, Arizona.
I would say Clemson. I'm gonna ride the little 6 seed Clemson.
I'm gonna take Arizona as well. Okay, here we go. Houston, Duke.
I'll go Houston.
I'm going Duke to upset them.
Yeah.
Not because of the name. I just think I think eventually
Duke's good, dude. Duke's got a good squad.
Yeah. How about NC State and Marquette?
NC State.
Marquette for me.
Yeah, I'll say NC State.
Really?
I don't know if Marquette's got something for old DJ Burns Jr. Big dog.
Burns, the
big one right here, boys. A lot
you know where the ball's going.
Guys might win it.
Which NC State robbed us of what's his name, Tone? Your boy?
Jimmy V?
No, the kid from Oakland.
Golke or something. Golke.
Jack Golke, yeah. NC State robbed us of that. But we got DJ Burns out of it, so it's a fun trade.
All right, big one here. Big one. Purdue Gonzaga.
I remember before this tournament started, I go Gonzaga. They'll be you guys Gonzaga now.
No, I didn't say that. Shane's like Gonzaga every year.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I didn't say that. I ride with Gonzaga.
Okay, they always seem.
I ride with Gonzaga. Yeah, okay.
I always have them far in my bracket. I didn't have them this year. I have them losing to Purdue right here in the bracket.
We'll check the tape.
I'm going to go losing to Purdue. I have them losing to Purdue here, but I'll tell you, Gonzaga to me is one of the big surprises of the tournament. They've been dominating. They've looked good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Gonzaga.
Oh, that would no, yeah. I mean, they're close.
Pretty sure my good buddy was growing up, Ryan Darling.
Kansas. Yeah, they beat Kansas 89-68. I mean, they spanked them. All right, Creighton, Tennessee.
I'm going to go with Morgan Wallen on this one.
I'm going to go Creighton.
Gus says that too, but I'm going to say Tennessee.
One with Morgan Wallen, Peyton Manning.
Specifically because that's where I have my brackets, Tennessee.
The balls. Lighting cigars, baby. Lighting cigars.
That's not the only news out of the NCAA, though, boys.
Caitlin
offered $5 million to play in the Big Three from Ice Cube. Ice Cube has confirmed it on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Could she play in the NBA?
Are
we talking silly here?
In the NBA?
Why not?
That's crazy. She could be maybe
can't put up 4 points
shooter if no one's near and can shoot, but no, she couldn't play in the NBA.
Can anyone
And
ever?
no disrespect to
I
the
can't
women.
talk loud, but
No
can anyone
disrespect.
ever?
She is
No.
amazing. She
I
is
think
a
we'll see it
phenomenal.
someday.
Yeah.
I think we'll see
This
it
is no
someday.
disrespect to all women. We think Caitlin Clark is amazing. Amazing.
Big Caitlin
But-
Clark show.
Yes.
But no, it's just not realistic. And
Yeah.
we're not trying to put you in a box and say that you can't be whatever you want to be, but there's levels, and this it's just different, you know.
We're gonna see it someday.
Who's she guarding? Who's she guarding in the NBA?
Yeah, but $5 million.
D'Angelo Russell?
She was offered more money playing the Big Three than she will ever make in the WNBA.
Yeah, the
She won't do that though.
$5 million. You know what the highest salary in the WNBA is? I think annually, I think it's $250,000 is the highest.
She
one.
might do that, but she'll get sponsorships and make good money outside of the basketball
that's
too.
Different.
Yeah, she's already.
She can do
she's
both.
got Nike. She's got State
Yeah,
Farm.
but
she's
I'm
got
pretty sure she
Gatorade.
can do both.
But she
I
can go to the
don't think
NBA and be a legend. You know,
But what I'm saying is the Big Three, I don't think affects the
Three-
WNBA
her
season.
alone can make that salary. It'll be like $450,000 after she's in the league. You know, the high because of her. She's a game changer.
They'll have to change it because she'll be selling out arenas.
Yeah, the last two
they'll
games
get
at
a
Iowa,
TV deal. They'll have
$500
to
a
do it.
ticket to see her.
Here's the deal, though.
I'm
Here's the
rooting
deal.
for her, man.
I don't
Enter
think
the
it affects.
draft.
I think she can do both.
So the Big Three is 8 weeks, 8 weekends, 10 if you make the playoffs. There's only one conflict. Ice Cube was on the Pat McAfee show today. This is via Ice Cube on the Pat McAfee show. There's one conflict of them playing the same day, same time. Ice Cube said, we can work around it. No problem.
And here's the other thing, Tone. You're going to get your answer because the Big Three's a men's league.
Yeah. 4-point shot. Caitlin Clark at the 4-point shot.
My bet, though, right now, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, she's going to go to the WNBA and go win a few championships. Change the game for girls.
Do both.
And then she's going to go to the Big Three.
I think she's going to be the person that says, I can play with the boys.
I'd love to see that.
She's going to do both.
I think she does both. I think it's too much
$5 million
money.
bucks for 10 weekends.
Can you score a point on her?
Weekends.
You think we could? No.
Oh, she's so good.
She would destroy us.
No, she's awesome.
I played in the open gym at Mercyhurst against Division II girls. They're so much better than anyone I've ever played with. It was insane.
I
They
believe
were
it.
nasty. They don't miss.
She's a dog.
These girls were going to the foul line, 3-point line. They didn't miss. I watched a girl bang like 30 free throws in a row. Like it's nothing. Their form. Women have good form when it comes to shooting.
Great shooters.
They're so good. And I was like, oh my god, this is D2 Mercyhurst.
Women have good form, huh?
Yeah.
Don't get too horny, Tone.
Okay, sorry.
Horny.
Tone it down.
End of the show.
Tone it down.
End of the show.
Tone it down.
Tone it down. That could be a segment.
I like that. Tone
We'll
it
have to
down.
work on that one, boys.
Mm-hmm.
My vein starts to stick out when there's trouble, so it calmed down a little bit.
Anything else, boys? Any other anything else before we go into our all the time power rankings? All right. If we don't have anything else, I think it's time to get into our first all the time power rankings of the year. We are going to do cereals for you guys today. Top 5 cereals. Tony, you want to go first?
I'll gladly go first. And I just want to
start. Are we going to go 5-1 or 1-5?
I've been I've been thinking 5-1 since we've gotten this assignment. I've also been thinking with this assignment, it's either 2% milk or whole milk for the best taste. I personally get whole milk. I was raised on skim milk. Still enjoy the cereals, but we don't have to talk about that anymore. But for number 5, I'm going to start with if I feel like I need to get something healthy and I enjoy the cereal, it's Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm going to go Honey Nut Cheerios. I can always enjoy them. Don't have to add sugar. Good the way it is.
No sugar?
No sugar added to that one.
Honey Nut Cheerios at 5. Wow.
Mm-hmm. It gets sugary after this, though. it gets bad. It gets diabetic almost. Number 4, I'm gonna go Frosted Flakes. I could eat a whole box of that. No sugar added. Don't need to. Tony brings a lot of sugar with him. And they're great. Okay, they're great.
They're great.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's on your guys' list as well. Now, I almost had a curveball here when I see this list, because number 3, I'm going with Fruit Loops, and not any ordinary Fruit Loops. I want the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. I love them.
Yeah, the little
Love 'em.
marshmallows. Yeah.
I saw Fruity Pebbles here, and I almost had to sway it. I had to sway it. I almost had to reverse that, but I'm gonna. If I were at the store, I would get the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. At a solid number 2 here. This is probably not gonna be anyone's list. This is kind of like, for some reason, my mom always got this, and it just means a lot to me. Kix. Just your basic Kix. I will add sugar. I will add sugar though, and it brings me back to the good old days. And coming in at number 1, my favorite cereal. I get excited just looking at it. Any guesses? Real quick, Logan. You got to guess what number 1 cereal is?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nope. Not even on the top 5. I'm going with Trix. Trix number 1.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Tricks
Mhm.
are for kids, Tony.
Yes. Yes.
So
my
you
favorite.
got. Run it down again. What was
Honey
it?
Nut Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops with marshmallows, Kix, Trix. Those are my
Ooh.
5. And to be fair, a lot of cereal's really good, and it's not easy to do that. This is not an easy task. I lost some sleep.
This is very tough. This is a tough one. I don't know if any 2 people will have the same.
Mm.
Do you think maybe like Adam, your twin brother Tony, would have the same 5?
Nope, totally different.
So
Totally
yeah,
different.
even growing up together, twin brother in the same house your whole life, have 5 different cereals.
Yep.
Which is why I think this is a great all the time power.
And he needs
here.
you, skim milk.
Jesus. Shout out, Adam.
Adam, I love you.
Woo!
I don't think so, Adam. You look great, bud. You look great.
Wow.
Logan.
This is tougher than I realized. I gotta do some shout out to honorable mention. A couple grew up with you. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, Tony. If you have any honorable mentions, throw them out. I have some too.
I'm too late.
Throw them in here, Tone.
I'm too late.
No, throw them in. Any honorable mentions?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. Those are the Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms.
Ooh, marshmallow guy. Big marshmallow.
Yes, love
Big
them.
marshmallow guy.
Let it,
All right.
Real quick story. My dad used to, when he made me cereal before 10 years old, when he was at the house, he used to come over with a spoon and he used to sog my cereal for me. I got so mad at him. What are you doing, Dad? Sog it myself.
You like it soggy?
I like it. You can't have it too crispy. But he just came
get
over.
You just push it down with a
nice
spoon,
little push. He came over.
You don't want soggy, just to soften it a little
He
bit.
gave
I know
it
what you mean, Tone.
He gave it the Stone Cold Stunner, and I couldn't. After that's just soggy. I was upset with him. Shout out to.
He stunned the cereal. He stunned the Kix.
I have a big honorable mention list here, a big one. All right, so I just want to shout out honorable mention Raisin Bran, love it. Cookie Crisp, Fruity Pebbles, you were so close. I'm gonna be honest, boys. I like this. This one's gonna. It's hard to say because I really have believed for the last 2 days that it makes my top 5. But shout out honorable mention to Cocoa Puffs. And even Honey Schmacks, but Cocoa Puffs was right there on the teetering.
Ooh.
The teetering between 5. So 5's going to be a little different. I'm going to go with Apple Jacks, number 5. Like Apple Jacks. Number 4, I'm going to go with Captain Crunch.
Ooh.
For me. Yep.
Plain?
With berries, right?
It doesn't matter to me. I if I'm gonna buy them, I buy it with the berries. But if it didn't have the berries, just no. Oops, all berries. I don't want all berries.
Ooh,
it doesn't matter. Peanut butter Captain Crunch is really where it's at, though, for me. Number 3's got to be Frosted Flakes. Oh wait, Also, I don't see it on this list here. I don't know why. I don't even know if this is a real complete list because honorable mention, Life, Cinnamon Life, should 100%. I don't know why this isn't shown here. Classic. But number 3, I'm going to go with Frosted Flakes. You know, just something about a classic Frosted Flakes.
Strong choice.
Now, 1 and 2 for me could be interchangeable on any day. It depends on how I'm feeling, but I'm going to go with number 2. No doubt for me is Honey Bunches of Oats. Absolutely love it. Honey Bunches of Oats is a rock star.
Do you have to add sugar to that, or is that good on? I've never had it.
Absolutely no. I've never put sugar on Honey Bunches of Oats in my life. Never. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And for me, number 1 is King Cinnamon Toast Crunch. With that said, I know I've listed a bunch of honorable mentions, but shout out to French Toast Crunch too. That's all I want to say.
Nice.
French toast is good.
French Toast
Our
Crunch
lists
is a
are pretty
killer.
similar, actually.
You're gonna put Cocoa Puffs in your top 5, I feel.
No, my honorable mentions were Reese Puffs, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Life, Cocoa Puffs. Reese Puffs almost made it though.
It's a great cereal too.
Did you guys factor in milk with yours or no?
Oh, Tony did. I should have. Whole milk. Oh,
Whole milk.
No, I mean like the milk after.
Well, so to be honest,
or did that go along with it?
That's the reason.
Part of the experience, I think.
That's the reason Apple Jacks is in my top 5. If I'm going to be honest.
Okay, I was just making sure.
That makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch step up in mine if that's a real big part of the. If that's a factor, that would change everything. But no an overall experience.
Yeah. Experience. I got Cookie Crisp at 5. Captain Crunch Crunch Berries at 4. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. I assume you meant yours is with almonds too, right, Logan?
Yeah, with almonds, with oats, it doesn't really matter. I like it all.
Really? Because I only like the Honey Bunch of Oats with almonds.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't like the normal.
If I'm picking it, yeah, but it doesn't matter to me. Honey Bunches, any honey, anything. Honey Bunch, anything.
All right, Honey Bunch of Oats with almonds is 3. Frosted Flakes is at the big 2 spot for me.
Strong with the Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, that made all 3 of our lists, didn't it?
Yeah. That's high on your list, though.
Might be an overall winner. And number 1, CT Crunch, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You guys love it.
Doesn't get any better than that.
The best in the world.
But I might be able to swap Cookie Crisp and Reese Puffs for 5, but
yeah,
I'm gonna stick with Cookie Crisp at 5.
Cookie
Crisp, Crunch Berries, Honey Bunch of Oats with almonds, Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I think if you guys looked at the list without knowing who picked who, you would look at your 2 lists and say, okay, that's an adult. They would look at my list and go, that's a kid picking no cereal. That's a kid.
When you put Kicks up there
and Trix
number 1. And Trix, Kick, yeah.
Is Leah have cereal? She can have cereal, right?
Leah has 2 favorite cereals. 3 favorite cereals. You know what they are? Honey Bunches of Oats, Captain Crunch, and Leah's all-time favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, I think someone's got a little bit of.
You put them up. That's what she wants. We take her to the store. That's why she'll eat anything. Leah's great. Leah just smashed dino ribs tonight. Just ate by far more than me or Gina. She just absolutely not exaggerating. I cut her rib off, cut it. So we just had our first scare moment ever. Don't know if this podcast is appropriate, but she was eating and I cut it. She started choking. Started choking and like got up and just, I'm sitting here. Leah's here. Gina's at this end. She went right past Gina over towards the wall by herself and was saying something. And Gina in the back a couple times it came out and I reached around and pulled it out of her mouth. Huge chunk. Dad made a mistake, didn't cut up small enough for her. Also didn't pull the ribs out at 203. It didn't break down all the way. Pulled them out at 199, 200. And that makes a huge difference.
Good learning lesson today.
But anyways, I cut them up smaller for her. I didn't. Gina was like staring at her. She ate and I said, babe, relax. She's okay. She's way bigger than Leah. Went crazy on the ribs. She calls it steak. Anything in the meat. Looks like because I cut them in, long. Took the big dino ribs just so you guys can get an idea of what we made tonight, so you know, right? We took this. We smoked dino ribs. That's a lot of meat there. That's over 5 pounds right there. It's just those 4 ribs is over 5 pounds.
Oh wow.
Sliced it like a brisket and cut her pieces up. And she goes, Dad, this is really good steak. And, you know, it was juicy. And she goes, look, it's juicy. Look at all the juice on my plate. And I cut it off like brisket and sliced it up in probably like 15 little pieces of meat like this. She ate all those 15 pieces. Said, Dad, can I have some more? And I cut her another one. Same thing. Hammered it. Me and Gina were done. And then I thought, okay, she's good. She's eating a lot. She goes, hey, Dad, can I have a little bit more?
No
I said, you want another one,
kidding.
baby? I said, baby, you can have as much as you want. I cut her another one, another like 15 pieces, hammered it all. She goes, my belly's full.
She eats like a grown man.
She
Did
crushed
she burp?
it. So doesn't know. And she doesn't always eat like this. She's a really good eater. Like we've never had a picky child. This child, not one single food in over 3 years has she not liked.
That's a blessing.
She likes everything. She's not a texture person. I don't have that with all my family. My nephew's a big texture person, doesn't like a lot of foods. She eats everything. And some nights she'll eat like a queen, and some nights she'll take 2 bites and say, I'm done, and she wants to go watch TV. And then, you know, she goes to bed and she wants to eat. She absolutely hammered dino ribs tonight. She is a carnivore. When I'm on my diet, Gina can make pasta, anything in the world. She will not eat whatever Gina's eating. Daddy, I want steak. I get prime ribeyes. That's what she wants. Daddy, I want steak.
She likes the good shit.
She likes eating prime ribeye. She loves it. She loves steak. She likes meat. She likes beef. She likes meat. Beef kid. Queen.
That's awesome. I was such a picky eater. I wish I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'll eat anything now, but
baby number 2 is going to be picky. I can feel it.
Yeah. That's how it works, they say.
Yep.
Get polar opposites. I don't know. I wouldn't know. All right, boys. Covered a lot. Good stuff. Had some fun. Hopefully the people like and subscribe if they made it this far. Sorry, guys.
yeah,
If you watch this far, sorry
you guys
about
need
it.
to get hobbies real bad.
You got to do something better with your life.
Long episode tonight. If they made it this far, they're right. See you guys in the comments.
Yeah. If you made it this far, give us a comment.
Maybe learn piano.
Tell us, yeah, figure something out. Because this ain't it. But we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. All right, boys. You know what they say. You know what we say.
All the time, boys.
All the time.
All the time.